everyone, and welcome back to Interviews with Plants. Today we're doing winter plant identification, and we're going to focus on one of my favorite trees, also known as cascara. The scientific name has changed a couple times, but right now it's Frangula purshiana. You might know it better as Rhamnus purshiana, like I do. So, cascara is a smallish, deciduous tree that's not that common in our region and often can be misidentified with a more common plant, red alder. As you can see here, cascara is a small to medium-sized deciduous tree. It tends to have an excurrent growth habit shape with one main stalk, similar to the red alder tree, but it has several large limbs that come out kind of like a cactus. The mature bark of a cascara is quite smooth and grayish with white patches, which on first appearance it can be quite similar to our other native tree, the red alder. However, if you look closely, you can actually see there are little tiny diamond divots that are marking within the bark. This is quite unique to cascara, and you won't see this on a red alder tree. If you look at the twigs of the cascara, we can see the immature bark. It's kind of a burgundy color with little white dots that are the lenticels. If we go even closer towards the tip of the stem, we can see it's burgundy, but kind of has a brownish or greenish brownish appearance because the twigs themselves are actually fuzzy. You can feel this sometimes if you use your fingertip or even rub it on your lip. Cascaras are technically an alternate branching species. However, the alternations can come out around the stem and appear almost rolled. If you look here, we can see leaf locations from last year. You'll notice that they are alternating around the stem, but in a relatively short area, which gives them that whorled-like appearance. If you look at the tip of the stem, you can actually see the tiny baby leaves. Cascara are very unique because they have what's called a naked bud. Instead of protecting their leaves inside of a series of structures called bud scales, the tiny baby leaves are exposed to the cold winter winds all throughout the winter and early spring. In the springtime, the leaves will grow and expand to their full size quite quickly. If you look closely, you can see a series of small dots at the base of the leaves. These are actually next year's flowers waiting to emerge. If you look closely, you can actually see the midrib of the leaf and all of the leaf veins. Here we have a leaf that's just starting to unfurl in the springtime. If you look closely on the ground, you might be able to find a remnant leaf from last year. However, the leaves are not very durable and they disintegrate quite readily, so you might not be able to find any at all. If you are able to find a leaf, like we did, you can notice they have an overall oval shape and a strong ladder-like vein appearance. Because of the strong ladder-like vein appearance, it's quite similar to the red alder. However, cascara does not have the doubly toothed serrated margins like a red alder leaf has. On the back side of the leaf, you can see the ladder-like veins even stronger. And that's a little bit about the key winter identification features of our good friend cascara. Let's thank the cascara for its time and tune in next time to more Interviews with Plants.